Hi, beautiful soul. Welcome. Please settle in with me. Find a comfortable state, a comfortable position for your body, a comfortable inner state to relax into this moment and into the following wisdom and truth I'm going to share with you. I'm gonna open up today about some truth I'm discovering myself. I'm walking through myself right now. Truth about life, about my soul and what my soul wants to share with you and with the world today, to get closer to the truth, to lay down the fear that is making us function in this world, to lay down the stress internally and externally, to lay it all down, to let it all go and to face ourselves in this moment right now and to face our truth, the light and the dark, and to move through it, to move beyond it, and to create a different life. A place, a safe place where we can actually truly live, be and feel alive, and this over the functioning of our body, our mind, our actions, that life itself becomes our internal and external state, rather than running for anything or functioning in this world because of people pleasing, or because we want to achieve our dreams, or because of anything, that we become alive in the first place to exhale ourselves back into this world, rather than functioning in our mind or in our actions to get anywhere. Because in the end, wherever we're running, wherever we're trying to get, is just deep down there's just a desire to be alive. So with all the material things, or with all the dreams, or with all the passions that we're trying to, or the people and relationships that we're trying to get to, deep down there's just a desire that those things will actually make us become alive and feel alive, because life itself is the only thing that we came here to be, and life itself is the only thing that our soul wants to experience. And we're so distracted. I don't know why, but it happens to us that we're so distracted, and we get the idea that these things or those things will actually make us feel alive, so we're running after them. And actually sometimes they do for a short time, like people or also material things, they can make us feel alive, but in the moment they fade, we're dying again, because the feeling was nothing real. It was depending on external circumstances, and probably it was something real, but it was not coming from inside. And the goal here is to become free and to become alive internally, so we actually enjoying all of our time here. Because when we're running after those external pleasures or joy or aliveness things, we become alive for like maybe 2 weeks in a year, maybe less. And this is not the only way of living. We can absolutely life itself is just mainly a realization. So whatever is like hurting you or stopping you or like making you suffer, making us suffer, it's only a realization, a way to free ourselves again. So whatever it is that we're like suffering so much from is only a realization away from healing. Life doesn't work in like big steps or like we need to get anywhere far to become okay, but we have to realize certain things about our internal state, our inside and our external world, how we function, how this world functions, and when we function, and when we realize those things, then we heal. Healing only is freeing ourselves from all the things that we think are the only way to think, to go, to handle situations, whatever. But there's never ever just one way. There's so many ways to do this life, and by realizations we wake up to the truth about what is possible, and there is so much to discover. And all I wanted to say is that healing is just realization after realization until we realize so much about ourselves internally and about this life externally that we actually become okay living here. And it is beautiful because we can actually really get there. It's not like a fantasy or a dream state. We can actually really do this. We can become free. This is a really beautiful way of living this life, I would say, because you become able to really in and exhale everything. You become able to exhale everything inside of you, like every dream, every talent, every desire. You become able to exhale, to speak your truth, to speak your soul into. You become able to exhale everything into this life, and you feel alive because of that, because you're able to exhale you into this world. And then you become able to inhale everything, right? Like inhale the sunset, inhale the people, inhale the dance, inhale the party. You become able to do this because you become alive, rather than being so stagnant in fear that the only way that you know is functioning internally and externally, and then there's something really big missing. Yeah. It's also a really beautiful realization that you actually don't need to run for all those things to become alive, because right now, right here, you are, me and you, we are alive. But we're so stuck in fear that we're not living, and that we're not life itself, but with the realization that running after all those things, the external things, they can make us alive for a moment, but then they fade, and it's not the only way to be alive. There's another way, and this is by becoming alive internally, choosing ease, peace, the way of God, the way of love. You can call it however you want, but it is stepping away from fear. Okay, it is the opposite of fear. Fear is functioning and controlling and perfectionism and holding on to and like being so stuck internally, and then your external reality is reflecting that. The opposite of that, it is a choice, it's a realization, and we are able to step into it no matter the circumstances. No matter what's going on around us, we're absolutely able to separate ourselves from that and to create our own internal state. And this by time will also change our external state. That's like the law of the universe. But first we can free ourselves from this like heaviness that we created internally and then externally, and then we're trying to fix it by running for external things that sometimes actually works, so we're kind of like getting more involved in that chasing, and still we cannot really ever get there. We don't have power. We don't have power to create or manifest. We know our dreams maybe, but we're unable to really get there. And then when the pain becomes too heavy because we're so sad, there's so much life and days and time passing through us, but we're never really there, and we're missing out on life, and we can feel this deeply in our soul that there's something not going the right way. And then we probably hold and pause, and we realize that it was never about running after our dreams or people or whatever to become alive or to satisfy us. But right now, no matter our circumstances, no matter what's going on around us, we're able, no matter how far away we are from our dream, no matter what, we're able to choose aliveness, joy, ease internally. And we have to realize this first, and then we have to integrate it internally. We have to let go. We have to become joy, life itself again. And it's only a choice, and it's only a decision, but then also we have to integrate it, okay? And we have to know, first we have to know that it's possible for us to do that. It's not far away. It's not happening when we achieve everything we wanted to set us free. It is possible no matter the circumstances, no matter what's going on around us. It's possible right now, right here, to change our internal state. And with that change, first of all, we become okay. We become alive. We become okay. We become okay. We become free. We become safe. We're feeling okay in our body, in our reality, no matter how it's looking. It doesn't matter. It's not, we were running so fast because we didn't feel safe in the first place. But we don't have to get anywhere to feel okay. It's only a choice that can happen inside of us. And with that realization, we are free, because now we're able to create the internal state that we want. We can set our soul and ourselves free right now, right here. We can work on that. We can focus on that. We don't need money or time or other people to get us anywhere to eventually be free then. But we are able to create this internal state absolutely free from everything. And then we do it. We watch ourselves completely transforming. It takes time. We go back and forth, and for a long time we're like in this state of like the old and the new, and it's like it's not easy, because whatever we're praying for, it will also get us the opposite, to actually transform it. Then this is our job, to transform, to get to the thing that we prayed for, that we asked for. And it's like a lot of work. It's not easy, but it is really close to us, and it's uncontrollable for anybody but ourselves. Our internal state doesn't cost any money, and when you separate ourselves from the outside, it becomes this free place to create, this free place to own our energy back, our truth, to let our truth, our soul energy be more present than the fear running inside of us. And this is only a choice. So it is absolutely possible for everybody. It's absolutely free. And through that, through that realization, through that work, through that path, through that journey, eventually also our external reality is changing. This is another thing. And then it becomes just more easy. But we don't really need those external things anymore. We don't need them because we're already free internally. But they're coming anyways. That's the cool and weird thing about life, how it works. And through all those realizations, we're so much closer to the truth, to ourselves, to our soul, to this life. And eventually, we are on our way to becoming free, truly free and alive in this world. Cheers to that. That's it. That's the end of my talking. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for growing with me. Thanks for healing with me. And take care of your soul, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.